Your plan for world domination has succeeded. But instead of an evil overlord, you are a mildly infuriating overlord. What is the first law you pass to mildly infuriate everyone? Please like, subscribe and comment so I can create more videos for you. Reusing bags, instead of those disposable grocery bags, is 100% tax deductible, and at a pretty hefty rate, but you have to file a copy of each individual receipt demonstrating use of a reusable bag. Those receipts can only be acquired by filling out a form at the register. If you are wearing a long-sleeved shirt, you are forbidden from rolling up your sleeves when washing your hands. I would outlaw regular formatting protocols on all written work. No more aligned margins, no paragraphs, you can write in any color ink but black. Shut off internet and cellular networks for 1 random minute for every hour of the day. Edit, wow y'all got some shit internet, cries in Canada. Break the spaghetti into 1/3 RDS before putting them into the pot. If it's ramen, you must break them up in tiny pieces before boiling. Every 1 out of 5 YouTube ad just plays Gangnam Style. You can't skip it. All packs of AA batteries consist of an odd number of batteries. Edit, to address flaws others have pointed out, packs may only be bought in odd numbers as well. Edit 2. Yes, you could get around this by going to a second store and buying another pack for example, but would that not be mildly infuriating compared to what we have currently? Pens are outlawed. Everything must be written in pencil. Erasers are also banned cause why not? I would like to add to that by allowing erasers but only the ones that smudge tear the paper. All Wi-Fi passwords need to be reset weekly. Must contain at least 1 number, 1 special character, 1 emoji, 1 uppercase, 1 lowercase, and can't match a previously used password. Edit, this was great fun. Loved the couple of guys that outed themselves. What do you mean infuriating? This sounds like smart responsible security. Thanks guys. Edit 2. Gold. Not sure what I do with this, but I love it, my precious. Thanks. All toilets in workplace bathrooms will be slightly angled downwards so that sitting on them for too long will cause excruciating discomfort. This will boost productivity by denying workers the change to spend hours in the toilet browsing Reddit, like I'm doing now. That's actually a reality already. Slanted toilet designed to stop workers from taking long bathroom breaks. CBS Detroit webpage. Whichever orientation each home has their toilet paper facing is now the opposite. I keep mine on top of the washing machine. I literally wouldn't notice. Remove the batteries from the remote and put it into the sofa cushion every time you turn off the TV. Every Thursday you must wet one of the socks you're wearing, for awareness of climate and rising oceans. Police can randomly inspect for dry walkers, and NBSP. Edit, there aren't any extra rules at this time, so yes, there are ways to avoid having a wet sock, for example, not wearing socks. Take care of yourselves in winter times, and always respect your workplace environment. For those asking how wet, the answer is soaked. Ask your neighborhood officer, their judgment is final. Kind regards, your MIO. Mildly infuriating overlord. You have to put on your footwear, sock shoe, instead of sock shoe. Well, considering my socks are in my bedroom upstairs and my shoes are by the door downstairs, at least I'll get a little more exercise every day. When you see something funny on the internet, you cannot exhale sharply out of your nose. You have to actually laugh. Every Wednesday everybody has to walk like a penguin, and call it Penguin Waddle Wednesdays. Okay, but please make it so it seems natural that day but you realize your mistakes afterwards. Everyone must say that's what she said after anyone is done talking, even if it makes no sense. Worldwide 40-mile-per-hour speed limit, everywhere from school zones and dangerous highway passes to freeways and the autobahn. Also all speed limit signs will be in miles per hour even if everything else is metric. If I get a second law before being overthrown, paper currency, checks and cards are outlawed and no new demonstrations of coins may be added. Be prepared to hand in sacks of coins to buy that nice shirt. No handing the 2 or 3 light bills. No, you're walking in with £2 of quarters, dollar coins and $half to pay. We can just skip to using Rhinestone's Wikipedia webpage and not worry about hauling $25,000 plus in coins around to buy a car. Phone charger cables can only be a maximum of 1 foot, 30 centimeters, long. All movies and TV shows have to be recorded with alternating audio that randomly changes from normal to soft to loud. Books are now printed with blue ink instead of black. Restaurants are required to have a salt and sugar in identical containers on the table, making you have to figure out which is which. Everything is now packaged in that hard to open clamshell packaging. You are always automatically logged out of everything every 45 minutes, making you have to log back in. Restaurants are required to have a salt and sugar in identical containers on the table, making you have to figure out which is which. That's easier, just mark the one with an S for salt and the other with an S for sugar. All official government signage, buildings, road signs, etc., notices, and documents must be printed in Comic Sans. You can only pee in a urinal if another male occupies the one next to you. Edit. And my most upvoted comment is about dudes pissing. Thanks for the silver. Do you not see the logical flaw here? Edit ! How does the other male get to occupy a urinal in the first place? Drive technology to create a car seat cushion that traps and contains farts, to be released every time you change lanes without using your turn signal. Excuse me sir, but this thread was for mildly infuriating law propositions, not stuff that would make the world a really nice place. Every purchase must be in cash and in exact change, otherwise payment is invalid. You know those plastic coffee cup lids at 7-Eleven that have the mouth hole already open and sit higher on the cup? Yeah, those are gone. Only permitted are the lids with the flap you have to peel back and clip into that crappy middle spot with the notch. It will come loose and you will get drops of coffee on your nose. Oh, and it sits just below the cup rim so coffee will splash up on you when you put it on. Sleep law. Everyone must be in bed by 10:30 at the latest and sleep for 7-9 hours. To watch porn you have to tell your parents, sending them the link, title and theme. You are not allowed to start speaking until the person you are in conversation with has finished talking. 1. Everyone's name is now Guadalupe. 2. Clothes only come in one size now. 3. You can only whisper when speaking in public. You must shout when speaking indoors. 4. Your shower temperature will be set to fluctuate randomly. 5. Every month a government official will come by your house and ask questions in a dialect that you will have trouble understanding. 6. The legs of chairs or tables cannot have equal lengths. It must either wobble or be uneven. 7. You are not allowed to flush your own poop. You will have to find another Guadalupe to do it for you. 8. You have to like and subscribe every time someone tells you to. 9. Everyone is required to have a peg leg. You are free to choose if it will be your left or your right leg. Breaking the law will result in the removal of your peg leg. 10. Every button on your phone will trigger up to 3 random other buttons when you press them. A dime per transaction tax. Anytime money changes hands in public, that small tax would be on there, no matter if bought a pack of gum or a house. All phone calls must be on speaker, especially in public. No secret conversations shall proceed within any premises. I will take your phone away for a week if I catch you without speaker on. For multiple offenses your phone will be added to a special list that allows for more companies to ask if you checked your car warranty. Make Twitter illegal. YouTube can only be used by adults. Instagram can only be used by licensed models, and in Facebook you can only be friends of your family members. Excuse me, this is a thread for mildly infuriating laws, not amazing ones that will improve society. Officially change everyone's Reddit cake day to the 29th of February and have the cake only show up on the specific day. Now it's not special and happens once every 4 years. Underwear must be worn outside of other clothing. All communication must be in the form of a knock-knock joke. Apostrophes may now only be used for plurals and not when someone's trying to indicate possession. Any technology now takes longer to turn on. All YouTube videos have 2 ads that you can't skip. It is now law that you must have your right turning signal on at all times. The only exception is when you need to turn the left blinker on to turn left. To reduce the chance of accidents, I'm not an evil overlord. For safety reasons, gas pumps now take 3 times as long to dispense their gas. In order to further encourage purchasing electric vehicles, gas stations can now charge a convenience fee based on how much time you take at the pump. Smoking and vaping are now legal in all public places within 50% of zip codes at random. They are completely illegal to use or possess in the other 50%. Election day is now a national holiday. Final votes must be cast on the day prior. The people can have the day off just to watch the votes be tallied. Electronically filing your taxes is now illegal. You must file in person. The administration recognizes that Ticketmaster and other event management sites are predatory and do little to prevent scalping. The Department of Motor Vehicles will now instead manage sales of concert and event tickets. Please visit your local DMV to see what concerts are available. Melanoma has become an epidemic. Everyone is required by law to wear sunscreen at all times. The government will provide extremely liquid SPF 5 and perform regular spot swabs to ensure compliance. Dry swabs will result in having to speak to a classroom of kindergartners about the importance of using sunscreen. Take your pick. If you go over the speed limit, your car slows down to 20 miles per hour and can only increase 1 mile per hour per minute afterwards. Breeding laws. Everyone's eggs frozen and get the vasectomy. You must pass a test and meet certain requirements in order to have these reversed.